Producing too many products. If you produce too many products, meaning more than required to meet the sales demand, then you will have products remaining in inventory. There are costs and risks to having unsold products in inventory, including cash flow. The money it costs you to produce the unsold products is now tied up in those products. This money is not lost, as you still have sellable products, but the money cannot be used in other areas of the business. For example, $10,000 spent to produce products that are unsold could have been used in sales, marketing, R&D, or other business function. Carrying costs. This includes costs associated with storing the product inventory, making sure it is secure and undamaged, insurance costs, potential depreciation in value of the product, and more. For example, a car that is unsold for many months could lose much of its value when a new model year is released. Similarly, a smartphone loses its value when a newer version becomes available. Spoilage. Non-durable consumer goods, such as food, will expire or spoil after a certain amount of time. The money invested in making a product that spoils before it's sold is completely lost. The table below shows example costs. If you produce 100 units and you don't sell any, that means you have 100 units remaining in inventory, and the production cost to make those units was $5 each, and there's a carrying cost per unit. So the carrying cost is the cost to store the unit, insure the unit, and so on. And let's say that costs $1 per unit. And you have an average spoilage of 10%, meaning that 10% of the unsold units that are in inventory will spoil or expire. That means of the 100 units that we have in inventory, 10 of them will spoil. So our cost of inventory is $150. How do we determine that? Well, we have 100 units in inventory. The carrying cost per unit is $1 each, so $1 times 100 is $100. We also expect 10 units to spoil. That means the $5 we spent to produce each of those units is now lost. So $5 times $10 is $50. So we have $100 in inventory carrying costs and $50 in spoilage, for a total of $150 is the cost of our inventory. Second example, we have 100 units produced. We sell 70. That's pretty good, but we have 30 left over, so that's how many remain in inventory. Our production cost per unit is $10. Our carrying cost is $1. Remember, carrying costs is the cost to insure and store the unit of inventory. The average spoilage is 10%. So 10% of the 30 that we have remaining inventory is 3. 3 times $10 to produce each of those is $30 of spoilage. And the carrying costs are $1 times $30. So $30 in carrying costs plus $30 in spoilage for a total of $60. That's our cost of inventory. Third example, 100 units produced, 90 are sold. That leaves 10 in inventory. The production cost per unit is $50. The carrying cost per unit is $2. And the average spoilage, 10%. So 10% of the 10 units remaining in inventory is 1 unit. That 1 unit costs us $50 to produce, so we lose that $50. The carrying cost is $2 per unit times the 10 units in inventory, that's $20. So $50 plus $20 is $70. That is our cost of inventory. BusinessXP is the fastest and most inspiring training ever invented for future business leaders and entrepreneurs. Discover game-based experiential learning at business-xp.com.